Hello everyone, this is Carter Feldman, and today I'm going to be showing you how to deploy your very own Bitcoin local testnet and create a tapscript pay-to-script transaction using BitIDE. To get started, please first ensure that you have Docker installed on your machine. If you don't, you can Google it and install it in a few seconds. Once you've done that, we just need to pull and start the Docker image for BitIDE. So to do that, we just run the command. And in a few seconds, we'll have a nice testnet, block explorer, and of course, BitIDE all ready to go. So if we visit this URL here, we can open up BitIDE. Okay, cool. So here we are, and we see some custom opcodes, some scripts. We can also check out our block explorer. So we have a nice block explorer. And we have a few other APIs that we expose. Now, let's make a leaf script using BitIDE. So over here, we can see that we have a couple different locking mechanisms. This one actually allows you to lock Bitcoins behind a challenge, which requires the person that wants to claim the Bitcoins to provide factors which multiply to this number over here. So for example, 1337 times 22,222 equals this number. But there are other numbers that could also solve the challenge. We can run and debug the script over here. We can even check out each individual stack frame. And of course, we want to make sure we have that op equal at the end, just to make sure that the result of the multiplication is equal. You may also have noticed this end example witness, which just means that for debugging and compilation purposes, we provide an example working set of inputs. However, this isn't actually published to Bitcoin with your script. But yeah. Okay, cool. So we also have one which is a pre-image lock, which basically you provide the pre-image to a hash, and then it ensures that whatever pre-image is provided by the user actually hashes to the known value. Okay, so let's deploy tapscript. To do that, we just first select the different locking scripts that we want to have for our script. Let's pick our pre-image and factors. Then we need to compile the UTXO. And once we have that, we now have our tapscript's address, which we need to send Bitcoins to lock them up. So we can click fund via RPC. And as you can see, we've made that transaction there. And now we need to just make sure that it's been registered by our indexer. There we go, we're good to go. And now we can select one of the scripts that we want to use to actually unlock it. So let's go to our factors. Now you can see that the witness that we have currently is empty, but if we click use example witness, it's going to pull those values from that original script. And of course, we can just click unlock UTXO to actually unlock it. And now to click here, we can see our transaction in the block explorer, and we can see that it paid out the 1 Bitcoin minus a small fee. Now, of course, there are other numbers that can unlock the transaction, so let's check out some of those. So to get this to go away, we just do that. We'll probably have a clear feature in the future, but for now that works. We just click compile again, we can fund it, and check. Sometimes it takes a second. Come on. Sorry, sometimes it does take a second to index. There we go. And if we go back to our example witness, well, the example witness was 1337 and 22,222. But another value that should work is 11111 and 1337 times 2, which I actually don't know off the top of my head. So let's do that. 2674. Great. And if we go ahead and use this to unlock, it should succeed as well. Ta-da! Good to go. Now, if we try some values that don't work, let's do that. Fund, check, check. The waiting game. There we go. If we, for example, try some values which clearly do not multiply to that number, I don't know, maybe this one and maybe this one, right? These numbers are not going to multiply. We can even do like that, right? And we click unlock. It says, false value, because the op equal is going to fail. So if we actually run that in our script over here, like this, we'll see that, it is 0, right? So yeah, that's how to create a tapscript with BitIDE, deploy your own local environment and block explorer, and of course, the most wonderful thing of all is that if we want to start up a new environment, we can just go Control-C and run it again.